This might be the video that you have been waiting for. I want to talk in this video about the Wild Exhale. It is a women's wellness retreat that I am co-hosting with Blisstopia Retreats, located right here in Peoria, Arizona. That's where I live. And I've partnered up with Blisstopia to put on this amazing retreat. So this is perfect for those of you who are in a phase of life where it's like you just need some time to reconnect with yourself. You've been giving to everybody else, to your family, to your kids, to your spouse, to your parents, to your name whoever in your life, to your career. You've been so focused on external things, external people. These are responsibilities that you have. You're not going to get rid of them, nor should you get rid of them. This is just time for you to come and set aside and just take time for yourself again. Just focus on you, and that's all you've got to focus on. It's just you. It's just time to just be. It's time to just relax. It's time to just exhale. So this is a transformational retreat for women who are ready to reconnect with themselves. It is February 18th through the 21st. It is located in Peoria, Arizona. If you are local, you can drive right in. There's a place for you to park your car. You won't need to leave. You won't need to go anywhere. If you are flying in, you can fly into the Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport. It's about 35, 40 minutes or so from the airport. Again, you just show up. You bring your clothes. If you're on any medication, bring your medication, any necessities. We've got a place for you to sleep. We've got food for you to eat. We've got a kitchen. You won't even need to make your own food. I take that back. We are going to make one meal together. The rest of the meals are provided for you. We've got healthy, nourishing foods. And so you just show up. You just show up. We've got things planned for you. You just show up. Okay, so what I wanted to do is just talk a little bit about what to expect during the retreat. Okay, so on the website, I've got the link here. It's Blisstopia Retreats. If you go to the Wild Exhale Retreat, I've got a link in the description as well. You can check it out. Also got a QR code if you're watching this on your TV. This is a list of things that we're going to do. Okay, so if you are somebody who you need to know what time you need to be, where you need to be, who you need to be there with, how you're going to get there, you need to know the details, type A, super type A, spreadsheets for spreadsheets kind of person, this retreat is for you. Okay, and so I designed this for probably the woman who is just in this part of life where it's just go, 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 go. And it's just time to exhale. It's time to just let it go, okay? So when you're looking at the schedule, you're like, well, what time is morning yoga? What time is the nutrition workshop? If you're thinking that way, that's okay. That's okay. This retreat's probably for you. But I'm going to challenge you to just kind of go with the flow a little bit here, okay? I'm co-hosting this with some wonderful people at Blisstopia Retreats, Mark and Lana. They're amazing. We're going to keep things moving for you, okay? It's not something that you need to take care of. It's not something that you need to manage. You don't need to watch the clock. You're going to come, you're going to show up, you're going to just be, okay? So this is a retreat. You come in Thursday, 3 o'clock-ish, okay? And it's later in the afternoon simply because those of you that might be flying in, maybe you're flying in Thursday morning. If you want to come earlier, you want to come Wednesday, you certainly can. We can arrange that. You'll arrive, you'll check in, you're going to get unpacked to receive your welcome gift. And then we're going to do a few things that evening, just start connecting with the other women that are there for the retreat. We'll have a wonderful dinner. We'll do some breath work and a sound bath underneath the Arizona stars. Now, February is a beautiful time of year here in Arizona. If you live in a colder climate, February is a beautiful time to come to Arizona. I'm offering this in February because February is my favorite month of the year here. I'm from Wisconsin, and the weather is just perfect here in February. Evenings and mornings can get a little bit chilly, so you're still going to want to bring a sweatshirt and some sweatpants and stuff, but February is just a beautiful, gorgeous time of year here. So we're going to do some evening breath work outside underneath the Arizona stars, and we're going to have some campfire connections with your sisters, okay? So Friday and Saturday are the two main full days, okay? We're going to be doing yoga. We're going to be talking about nutrition. We're going to talk about Ayurveda, which is a sister science to yoga. We're going to talk about how to fuel your body in this phase of life. If those of you who you might be over about 30-ish or so, and you're starting to get to this point where it's like nutrition is The thing we got to start paying a little bit more attention to. We can't eat like we did in our 20s anymore. So we're going to talk about just how to eat for strength, energy, longevity, how to fuel your body to do all the things that you want to go do. Okay. And then this is where we're going to have the one meal that you will cook. We're going to cook it together. Okay. So we're going to do a workshop. It's an Ayurveda workshop combined with eating for strength, energy, and longevity. If you watch my YouTube videos, I talk about things like macronutrients, protein, carbohydrates, fats. We're going to merge those two together, have a great workshop, and then we're going to do a sort of hands-on learning experience. We're going to bring it in the kitchen and do the workshop straight in the kitchen. Okay. Then we're going to do a little bit with a workshop that is based on my book, What If You Gave Yourself a Year? Okay. And this is the idea of just letting go of the quick fixes, letting go of the, I've got to get in shape in the next 6 weeks for this vacation. I'm the mother of the bride at this wedding. I want to look really good and I've only got 2 months. I'm going to do a 6-week cleanse. I'm going to do all this stuff. It's this idea of like just accepting the fact that health, wellness, fitness, all this stuff is a lifelong journey. And it takes away the urgency, okay? And so we focus back on the boring basics, what I call the boring basics. There's 7 of them. We can break them up into 4 different pillars: nutrition, movement, sleep and recovery, and then stress management. And then I've got 7 of them that go in a little bit more detail. We're going to talk all about that kind of stuff. These are just things that you just pay attention to, and you're going to do this the rest of your life. You got to make it something that you can do. Okay. Then we got a little bit of time for some recovery and some self-care. There's a pool, there's a sauna, there's a hot tub, there's a labyrinth on site. And then we'll have some optional add-on sessions as well. We'll have more details on that coming soon. We're going to do an amazing cacao ceremony. I absolutely love these cacao ceremonies that Mark and Lana put on. They're just, I cannot wait for you to experience that. And then we'll have some more time connecting with your sisters under the stars, some campfire connections under the stars. Saturday is where the crown jewel of the weekend happens. So we're going to do some morning breath work with Mark, some meridian tapping. We're going to get your body, your mind ready for what we're about to do. Okay. And so what we're going to do is something that I call the Wild Exhale Desert Hike. This is a structured, unhurried, 5-hour moving meditation through the Sunrise Mountain trails. So Blisstopia, if you look through the website, there's pictures, you can see all sorts of good stuff, is based right at the base of the Sunrise Mountain Preserve in the Phoenix area. There's a Sunrise Mountain Preserve, and then there's West Wing just across the street. We may venture into West Wing as well. Just depends. We're going to go with the flow. And when I say it is a structured, unhurried 5-hour moving meditation, I do not mean this is a 5-hour go hard, go balls to the wall hike. Okay. This is probably designated a moderate hike only because it's not flat. It is on a mountain. And so what we're going to do is we're going to have some time where you're hiking in silence, and you will have some reflection prompts that you will think about while you're hiking. Okay. And then we'll have some stopping points where we'll have some silence. We'll have some restorative silence. And then you will journal. You'll journal about the things that you've been thinking about. You'll bring your journal with you on the hike and you'll journal about that prompt. Okay. And then there's the optional, always an optional share out. You do not need to share everything. Okay. Always an optional share out. So there will be some portions of the hike where we will hike in silence. And then there'll be some portions of the hike where you can chit chat and bond with your fellow sisters. Okay. Now, this is where I say that we have an alternative called the Still Path. It's available for those of you with physical limitations, or you're just like, yeah, hiking's not my thing. Okay. We have an option for you as well. It's the same sort of moving meditation with reflective prompts, minus the hiking portion to it. We've got it's a 5-hour moving meditation because what I don't want to do is put we're going to do this many miles. Okay. If we do 1 mile in 5 hours, that's fine. That's fine. All right. The point here is that you're getting out into nature, you're disconnecting, you're detoxing, digital detoxing, you're thinking through whatever is on your mind, whatever is the things that are weighing heavily on you, the things that you might be at this point in life where it's like, what's next? All right. You might be at this point where it's like, maybe the kids are moved out, gone to college. They've got their own careers. They got their own lives now. What's next for you? Maybe you're at a point in your career where it's like, I've done this thing for so long, I'm ready for something new. What is it? I don't know what it is. Or maybe you are in some other just phase of life where it's like, this change is about to happen. This thing is about to happen. You're gonna have some time. You're gonna have 5 solid hours to just reflect on that and think about what does life look like next? What does life look like next after I leave here? Okay. From there, when we finish it up, we'll come back to Blisstopia and you'll have some time for some afternoon recovery and self-care. We're going to do an integration circle. So we're going to start talking then about like all this stuff that we've been learning and thinking about and you've been reflecting on and things that people have been sharing, things that you've been thinking about. What are you going to do with this when you go home? How are you going to integrate this? How are you going to apply this? How are you going to apply this in your life? All right. And then we're going to do a beautiful sound bath under the stars, followed by a fire ceremony. So exciting. I'm very excited about that. If you're not familiar with what a sound bath is, I'm going to add a couple of videos to my YouTube channel just showing what a sound bath looks like. Sound bath is where we've got some sound healing instruments, crystal bowls. I've got a rain stick. Lana has a gong. We've got some wonderful instruments that create these healing vibrations. Most instruments create some sort of vibration. The point for these instruments is that it creates a vibration that really just helps to just reset your nervous system. Okay, so we're gonna do that under the desert stars as well, followed by a fire ceremony. So above and beyond the campfire connections with your sisters, we're gonna have a wonderful ceremony around the campfire. And so that'll be Saturday. That Saturday is going to be the day where it's like, this is why you came. This is why you came. All right. And then on Sunday, we're going to start out the day with some morning gratitude yoga. We'll have a breakfast together. We'll do a closing circle. And then just this final reflection on how is this going to look when you return home? Are you going to return home back to the same thing? And maybe you do, maybe you will, but how you react to it might be different. And you might return with this whole new plan on life of this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this thing happen. Or maybe it's, you know what? This is exactly what I needed to just exhale. I needed to just chill out for a minute so I can get back to my life. I like my life. I feel like it's good. I just needed a moment to step away from it and take care of myself again. Okay. So there's a couple different reasons that you might want to come to the retreat. This is not an adventure retreat. It's not a spa weekend. There's no performance. There's no requirement to be super flexible. The yoga that we're going to do is very gentle. You don't have to have your life figured out. Just show up exactly who you are. This is not a place for more doing. This is not a place to be productive. Okay. This is a place to just be. It's a place to just be. All right. So this book or this retreat is inspired by my book, What If You Gave Yourself a Year? That meaningful transformation doesn't happen in a weekend of hustle. That's not what we're doing here. All right. This is just that sort of just mental reset, reconnect with yourself. And transformation happens in that stillness. Transformation happens when you slow down to just let something real just happen. Okay, so you're not trying to become a new person here. It's just time to help you remember who you are and what it is that you want out of your life and where you are right now. Okay, and it's also important to remember you do not need to read this book. You do not need to read my book before you come to the retreat. Okay, not important. I want to extend this invitation to you that if you are a woman that you've just spent years being good at life and you're quietly running on empty because of it, you didn't give up on yourself. You keep every commitment to other people, to other responsibilities, but you don't always keep that commitment to yourself. You show up, you do the thing, you hold it together, but you're tired. You're just tired in a way that a good night's sleep just doesn't work anymore. Okay. When we talk about getting adequate sleep and recovery is part of one of the pillars of longevity, you're like, that's good, Heather, but the good night's sleep is not going to fix all of this. Okay. So if you're thinking like that, this retreat's for you. And so you probably look fine on the outside. You probably are fine. You're probably just fine, but you know that there's a version inside of you that it's down there. It's in there. And she's trying to get herself back out. Okay. She's in there. That person is in there. The person that you either want to be, the person that you used to be that you want to reconnect with, she's in there. Okay. So you're not going to be you're going to leave here being this totally transformed person. Because like I said, real change happens over time. All right. This retreat is for you. If you put yourself chronically last on your own priority list. You keep the commitments to other people. You don't always keep the commitments to yourself. You've tried quick fixes and you're done starting over every single Monday. You're done starting over every New Year's Eve. You're done starting over every swimsuit season. You're done starting over when the kids go back to school and it's like, I'm going to take time for my own career now and go back to school. You're done doing all of this starting over stuff, okay? Your body is asking for more movement that restores you versus just depletes and drains you. You want real conversation with women who actually get it. This retreat is open to women of all ages, but I want to be clear that this is not a retreat for a 20-something party, passive spa weekend. That's not what this is, okay? There's a lot of retreats out there that are really geared towards the younger crowd. There's not a whole lot of retreats out there that are geared towards midlife women over the age of 30, 35, 40. We've got some people registered now that are approaching 60, all right? This is not a come and party, but that's not to say if you're 22 and want to come and this resonates with you, absolutely come. I just want to point out here, it's not a party weekend. This is not a passive spa weekend, okay? When I say you want a real conversation with women who actually get it, please know that this is a retreat for women of all ages, up to including we've got women approaching 60 that have registered for the retreat already, all right? And you're ready to stop rushing through life, okay? So this retreat is not for you if you're looking for a party weekend, you're looking for a passive just spa weekend, just hang out and do the thing, whatever. You're not open to honest reflection and genuine community. The point here is to build a community of women who are on the same journey, who are on the same path. That's not to say you have to share your deepest, darkest thoughts. That's not what we're going to ask you to do here. But I do ask that you just have some honest reflection in yourself and then participate in the community, participate in the events, participate in the things that we're doing together as sisters. And it's not for you if you're not ready to be fully present with yourself and the women around you. Everybody here's on a very similar journey, and we just want you to feel present with yourself and the women around you. So we've talked a little bit about the schedule, and you can look through the rest of the website. If you've got more questions, what you can do is you can click on this button right here up at the top, talk to one of our facilitators. You can schedule a time and you can meet with Mark and Lana and they will answer all of your questions. If you want to meet with me, you can certainly meet with me as well. So I just wanted to share this with you. Mark, Lana, and I are going to make a separate video talking more about the retreat, but I wanted to just put this out there, put this out as your official invitation. Come to the Wild Exhale, February 18th through the 21st, 2027, Peoria, Arizona. You fly in, drive up the street, whatever it is, wherever it is that you're coming from, come join us.